In the beginning there was nothing. Then God spoke, and the world was filled with light. This was the first day. Over the next 5 days, God created the heavens and the earth. He made the sky, the sea, and the land. He filled the world with plants and animals, each more wonderful than the last. On the 6th day, God created man. He formed him from the dust of the ground and breathed life into his nostrils. Man was different from all the other creatures. He was made in God's image and given dominion over all the earth. And so the 6th day came to an end. God looked upon all that he had made, and it was very good. He blessed the 7th day and made it holy, for on that day he rested from all his work. This day of rest was a sign of God's covenant with his creation. It was a reminder that even God in his infinite power took time to rest. How much more then do we need to rest from our labors? God gave the first man the name Adam, which means earth or ground, for he was formed from the dust of the earth. God placed Adam in a beautiful garden called Eden, a paradise filled with delicious fruits and flowing rivers. But God saw that it was not good for man to be alone, so he caused a deep sleep to fall upon Adam and took one of his ribs. From this rib, God created a woman, Eve, to be Adam's companion and helper. Eve was different from Adam, but they were also alike. They were both made in the image of God, and they were both given dominion over the Garden of Eden. Together, Adam and Eve were to tend the garden, care for the animals, and enjoy the bounty of God's creation. They were to live in perfect harmony with God, with each other, and with all of creation. Their lives were filled with joy, love, and peace. The Garden of Eden was a place of abundance and wonder. God provided Adam and Eve with everything they needed to thrive. They had access to all the trees of the garden with their delicious fruits except for one, the tree of the knowledge of good and evil. God commanded Adam and Eve not to eat the fruit of this tree. He warned them that if they disobeyed, they would surely die. This command was not meant to limit their freedom, but to protect them from harm. God's command was a test of obedience, a way for Adam and Eve to demonstrate their love and trust in him. It was also a safeguard against pride and self-sufficiency, reminding them that they were not God but his creation. One day, as Eve was walking in the garden, she encountered a serpent. This was no ordinary serpent, however, but Satan, the enemy of God, disguised in a cunning form. The serpent tempted Eve with the forbidden fruit, questioning God's words and promising knowledge and power. Eve, deceived by the serpent's lies, ate the fruit and gave some to Adam, who also ate. In that moment, their innocence was lost. They realized their nakedness and felt shame for the first time. This act of disobedience had dire consequences. It broke their fellowship with God, brought sin and death into the world, and led to their expulsion from the Garden of Eden.